Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful weekend, and I have to say the sun is shining where I am, and whenever I get that sunshine, it always automatically uplifts my mood. And I actually just received a download as I was saying that for many of you listening, you are energetically and symbolically that sunshine that enters into the room. You literally have the effect of brightening the lives of people that you're close to and lighting up rooms energetically. So I just wanted to pause and take a moment to say thank you for being here, but also thank you for all of the personal work that you are doing behind the scenes in your own life, because I'm hearing that a lot of what you're doing goes unapplauded or unrecognized. This may even be energy work that you're doing when you're alone that is supporting so many people around you in ways that you may not even be fully consciously aware of. So I really just wanted to start off this reading by recognizing you for that. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I am going to an event a bit later tonight, so I'm not sure how much time I have here, but you guys know that I've been challenging myself to come on every single day with a video until mid-August. So I am keeping up with that daily video challenge, and I want to channel a message for our collective here. And I want to start this video. I don't know where this is going to go. I feel this could take many different directions, but I want to start by talking about a download I was getting for a specific group of divine feminines. And the download I was receiving is of a divine feminine who has been questioning herself lately. And the reason she's been questioning herself is because people around her have been questioning her. This may be one specific other person in your life who's been kind of, I'm hearing interrogating you. I'm not sure why that word is coming out. Asking you like, why are you living your life in this way? Or why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm just getting this sense of questioning, like people questioning you and then almost making you question yourself. What I'm getting is a divine feminine living life in a very unconventional fashion, and yet experiencing heights of true joy and fulfillment and spiritual connectedness that people around you in this physical life, most people haven't experienced. And that quote came to my mind as I was channeling into this about not asking people for directions when they've only been places that you don't want to go. And I don't mean that to sound harsh, but I feel as though these people who are questioning you are not doing the things that you desire to do. They're not living the life that you desire to live. And so there's a message coming through that you know more than you think you know. And what I mean by that is you have a very strong connection to your own intuition. And I'm hearing you know what you're doing, even if at times you feel like you don't know what you're doing. And even if at times other people question, like, do you know where you're going? Do you know what you're doing? And that makes you slightly begin to second guess or question yourself. Even in those moments, you know what you're doing. You know how to walk this path because you've been walking it. And that's kind of the almost funny message coming through here is someone asking, like, how do I find the right path? And the answer from your guides in this instance is, you're already walking it. You've been walking it. You've been doing this. You know how to do this. Don't allow other people to cause you to second guess yourself, especially when those people are not going places that you want to go, have not been to those places that you want to go. You are carving out new pathways. You are changing collective patterns and paradigms. This isn't easy work, but it is your most fulfilling pathway. I'm hearing something about maximizing your personal happiness in a way that people don't understand, and how in your life you have found ways, or you are uncovering ways to genuinely optimize your soul's fulfillment in this life, to optimize your level of happiness But people around you don't understand this. They don't understand why you are doing things in a certain way. I'm getting something about your timing as well. Like almost people saying, aren't you more worried about timing? Aren't you more worried that time is running out, or this isn't happening fast enough, or that you should be doing this in this amount of time? And what I'm getting is that you've learned how to trust so deeply that often until people question you, it's almost like it wasn't even coming into your mind, because it's become second nature for you to simply trust yourself and your timing, even though it is so radically unconventional. And I'm hearing that unconventionality is exactly what makes it so powerful. In fact, I'm picking up that part of the reason your timing specifically is so unconventional is because you are showing through living a new paradigm. You are showing other people, not just currently, but future generations to come as well, that there can be new ways of living, of existing, of operating, of doing things, of creating things, of working, whatever it is in this life. And I'm just hearing to trust your instincts and not to listen to the voices of other people externally, because just like an animal instinctually knows when to do certain things, animals have such a strong connection to their own inner instinct. Humans, for the most part, have lost that connection to their inner instinct because of the way that they're programmed away from it. But you are one of the rare few who has become very instinctual in the way that you live, meaning you've really begun to reconnect with your nature, with your instincts, with your intuition. So yes, of course, in a world where so many people are disconnected from that, your life is going to look so different. But at the same time, it's also going to be a powerful example to so many others. And I'm hearing, look at all the good. So I don't know exactly what that means, but in those moments of questioning yourself or wondering if you're on the right path, I'm hearing that instead of thinking, my life looks so different from other people's, am I doing something wrong? Look at all of the things in your life that are going so right. Look at the ways that your life has become so magical and so beautiful. And I'm getting something here about creative expression and this being tied to your soul's fulfillment. So I feel like your soul is calling through some form of creative expression, and you've been answering that call. And there's some aspect of your inner child at play here as well, because I feel as though your inner child, like when you were younger, you used to love to sing or dance or paint or do something creative. And for this collective I'm speaking to, I feel that lately you've been reconnecting with that and beginning to reawaken those parts of yourself that used to know instinctually. Again, that connection to your instincts is coming up here, but kids are much more connected to their instincts typically than adults. And I feel that you are connecting to those instincts that you remembered as a child to create, to express yourself through different creative outlets and avenues just naturally, just by playing, just by existing as a child. And you're returning to that in your adulthood. And it's been this beautiful blossoming that's taking place in your life recently. And I'm also hearing that through doing this, you are inspiring masses of people. The thing about this is I feel you are blind to this to some degree. Like you are not fully aware of how many people are supported and uplifted by your energy, by your courageous choice to live your life in this unconventional manner. I'm hearing you have no idea how many people you are freeing and in how many ways you are freeing them to live in their own highest expression of themselves, to believe in something greater for themselves. You incarnated here to be a visionary. So of course, your life isn't going to look like everyone else's. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. And of course, I got a notification on my phone and I looked down and the time is 3:33. So that is a very powerful number of synchronicity, alignment. You may be seeing some of those numbers of alignment, but the number 333 I interpret to really be about your connection to the spiritual realm, to your own higher self and your guides, God, the divine, the universe, whatever divine forces you personally conceptualize or connect with. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some messages for you for whatever wants to come up here. I'm hearing something about your love life maybe kind of emerging through this reading as well. So there may be a message there, but I also want to let you know while I'm shuffling that I will be sharing a post for the Divine Feminine today on Instagram. I'm already feeling like some of this is going to go into an Instagram post, and I've been sharing there a lot lately. So if you do want to follow me on Instagram, where I like to post more real-time downloads and insights that come through, then my Instagram is at Magnetize Yourself. So let's go ahead and get into the shuffling. Okay, so I paused the video for just a moment, and a message that came up while I paused the video is that you are radiating huge amounts of light at this time, and I'm getting something about how this is even visible on your physical appearance, and that people are seeing and noticing your light, but what I'm hearing is they don't know what to attribute it to, but they sense it and they feel it and they recognize it. So I'm picking up that there may be people who may not necessarily be inherently spiritual. They may not even, I'm hearing there may be a difference in beliefs. So maybe they are spiritual or religious in a different way from you, or maybe they have certain cultural and whatever belief systems. But what I'm getting is they recognize this powerful, radiant light in you and admire it about you. I also feel that there are many people quietly admiring, where it's almost like they may not necessarily vocalize their acknowledgement of your light, but they're sensing it and they're noticing it. I'm seeing someone like taking a picture of you. I'm not sure why that's coming up here. Maybe someone took your photo recently, but I feel like either literally or mentally, it's like they're kind of trying to capture this essence of your light, not in a negative way, but it's like in the way you take a picture, like they want to remember it, or they want to kind of give it some mental recognition, or it leaves that kind of like photo-like impression on them. Like when you take a picture of something, it's like they see that image of you radiating that light in their mind's eye very strongly. I'm not sure why that's coming up here. Some of these individuals may be trapped in their own limiting belief systems or rigid whatever it is for them. But I'm picking up that even while they may be kind of stuck in these limiting paradigms of some kind in their own life, they're still on the other side of that, really recognizing your light. Again, even if they don't necessarily know or understand where that light is coming from. So anyway, we have the Justice card and the Star reversed. Yeah, I see this representing people who may be stuck in their own karmic patterns or dynamics, or I'm hearing there may be some reason that they feel they can't openly support you or openly tell you how radiant your light is, but they acknowledge it and they sense it and they honor it in their own way, even though there may be like some difference in belief systems or some barrier that's preventing them from fully vocalizing to you like what they're perceiving here, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel with the Fool card that it's like you're in this very open, free, spontaneous energy. And again, the feeling I keep getting, I'm suddenly kind of getting a clearer picture of how this connects with the download from earlier, because earlier we were saying there may be people questioning you, but what I'm getting is it's some of these same people who are questioning you that are also admiring your light. So there's a complicating dynamic here where they see this light about you, this beautiful energy about you, this love about you, and yet they don't understand or maybe even question the way you operate, the unconventional way you live your life, the unconventionality of your timing in life. And yet here you are in this spontaneous, free, open kind of energy, but also the Queen of Cups here. I'm hearing you're being recognized for your kindness and generosity. I feel that you've always been someone who's been extremely generous with what you have, whether it's time, money, material things, support, energy. And you've done this even behind the scenes in ways that people may have never been aware of. But what I'm hearing is there is some spotlight that is now being shown on your kindness, on your generosity, on your kind of open-hearted, loving spirit. Whereas in the past, you may have done these things secretly, or people may not have known how generous you were or how much you were giving in your own way to others. But I feel now it's almost like you're being thrust into the spotlight, but in the best way here. I told you there were going to be love messages, and now we have Yeah, the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups in the reverse position. So someone is wanting to seize an opportunity and take action, because the Four of Cups in the upright position is missed opportunities. And in recent readings, we were actually pulling this card a lot in relation to people who were missing some kind of opportunity with you, or who weren't taking action on like what they were feeling for you. But now with this being in the reverse, I see that some of those same people are beginning to feel motivated into taking some kind of action towards you. And I do feel a romantic energy around this for some of you. Now, of course, for some of you listening, this may not be relevant romantically, so either just leave it here or take it however it connects with you, even if it's non-romantic. But what I'm getting here is someone who is being pushed into action towards you, who for a while was sitting in that energy of, I feel like I missed my chance. You know what I'm getting? I feel like they felt like it was already too late, and so they just weren't going to do anything about it. It's almost like when you are in school and you procrastinate doing an assignment for so long that suddenly it just feels useless to even do it because you know you're so late. You almost think like, why does it even matter? And that's kind of the energy I feel like this person was in. But something has changed in a big way. And now they're shifting into like, no, I need to do something about this. I need to take action on this. And I'm hearing there's no one else like you, because I was really trying to figure out why now. Why are they doing this now? And what I'm getting is because they're realizing that there's no one else like you. Maybe this is someone who thought that, you know, they'd miss their chance with you, but maybe someone else will come along, or maybe they even tried to date or connect with others. But what they've discovered through that whole process is that there is no one else like you. And that has become something really heavy for them to carry. That is a very heavy knowing for them to carry, knowing that there is no one else like you, with the Ten of Wands in the upright position. So let's channel a bit more into this person's energy who's coming up here. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, which I know you guys sometimes like to know what I'm drinking. So I have a caramel macchiato with soy milk today. So let me know if you have anything you're eating or drinking during this reading. I love knowing what that is in the comment section. Okay. So what can I channel from this person who is suddenly realizing that they don't want to miss a chance with you? Adversity. Yeah, this person has been going through adversity in their life. They've been going through some very difficult times, and I actually feel it's been affecting them mentally and emotionally in a way that they've been secretive about, because I'm hearing they've been trying to be strong. But I also feel that this has lit a fire under them and made them want to make positive changes in their life with the Change card here. We also have guilt. Yeah, I feel that there's been guilt or shame in the way in which they've handled their connection with you. So maybe they feel as though they didn't handle things properly with you, or that, you know what I get for a very specific person? This won't be for everyone, but for someone specific, this person was going through challenges in their life and they didn't want to look weak. And so instead of opening up to you and allowing you to support them, which I'm hearing if you had known, you would have been supportive of them, but instead of doing that, they closed themselves off. They tried to handle everything on their own and just got overwhelmed and burnt out and distanced themselves from you in the process. You may have been left bewildered, like completely with no idea of what was going on in this person's life here. But now I feel as though they're coming back in. And again, what's pushing them coming back into your life is the realization that there is truly no one else like you. And that's been weighing really heavily on them. But I feel this guilt has been weighing on them as well, because they're feeling shame for not having just opened up to you in the past and been honest about what was going on in their life. They're feeling such a strong, I'm hearing a magnetic attraction to you that doesn't go away, because for this specific group I'm channeling into here, this situation has been going on for a while, or you've known of each other for a while, and there was an instant chemistry, an instant spark. But the thing about that instant spark is it never died out. And that's what's really getting to this person. They're honestly astonished that after all this time, they're still feeling this really strong magnetic pull towards you, this really strong attraction to you. I'm hearing it's more than chemistry. It's like a soul alignment here. With the solar plexus chakra in the upright position, I'm hearing, I love the person I feel myself to be when I'm around you. And what I get is that you highlight or bring out this person's higher version of self. You bring out a version of them that they don't get to be around anyone else in their life. And that's a knowing that they've been sitting on secretly for a really long time, because it's something they don't even really know how to articulate or put into words. With rest and rejuvenation in the upright position, I see them just like sitting on this knowing, like, I know you bring out a version of me that no one else does, that no one else really even sees. I'm hearing you bring out the version of them that they have been envisioning themselves to be, that they've been desiring themselves to be. I'm hearing this is between like them and God, or them and the universe. Like they ask God or ask the universe, depending on what divine forces they connect with, like, can you help me become this version of myself I envision myself to be, that no one else sees in me? I feel no one else around them really believes in them in that way. But you did, and you do. You see that version of them. There's something about the word grace is coming out. Like maybe you gave this person grace or forgiveness, or you handled a situation with grace that was connected to them in some way, or they saw you handling a situation gracefully and they really admired that about you. We have, I know you're the one for me, and I'm not ready to step out of my comfort zone. So I definitely get a very back and forth energy. I feel like this is someone who's been really trying to pace this connection slowly. And the reason they've been doing that is not because they're not feeling the attraction to you, because they are, not because they're not feeling an urgency to act towards you, because I do see that coming through here, but because they're worried that if they move forward too quickly, they're not going to be able to keep up with it because of that adversity that's been going on in their life, because of that mental and emotional effect, the toll that has been taken on them because of that adversity, and because of the energy that they have to divert to the major changes that they're making in their personal life right now. So I'm hearing like, I want to keep you in my life, but I know that I have to move slowly. That's what I'm getting from this person. I just saw the number 2222 on the recording timer, so that feels like a really beautiful number of alignment to start wrapping up this reading. I am going to pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle, and I really feel there's going to be a super specific uplifting message for a specific divine feminine listening in this deck. But while I'm shuffling, if you would like to manifest faster contact or communication from this person, I really recommend checking out my Break No Contact Subliminal from the Sound and Soulful app. This is my Subliminals app and my passion project. It's available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, but I'll also leave a direct link to download it under this video in the pinned comment and description box. The Break No Contact Subliminal is by far the most powerful subliminal I've created to date. I am still receiving comments almost every day from so many of you who are using it and seeing some of the craziest, fastest results that I've ever seen people getting from subliminals. So I know this is working for so many of you. I've read comments saying that you listened to this once and your person reached out the next day after you were listening overnight. I've read comments saying that your person unblocked you after 2 years of having you blocked after listening to this subliminal for about 2 weeks. So I've been hearing some of the most amazing testimonials from people using this subliminal to manifest contact from someone that they're desiring to hear from. Personally, when I was even just in the process of creating this subliminal and listening to it, like to create it and put it into the app, I actually heard from 3 different people that I was not expecting to hear from, some of which I hadn't heard from in months. So it really does seem to be effective for attracting in communication from people that you may be wanting to hear from that you haven't heard from in a while. So if you do want to test it out for yourself and see how it works for you, you can actually try it out free when you create a free trial account in the app. And again, the name of the app is Sound and Soulful if you're searching in the app stores, or you can download it using the direct link underneath this video in the pinned comment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull one final card from the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay, so what can I channel for the beautiful divine feminines who have been connecting with this message? Awakening, energetic upgrades. And I'm hearing you are the upgrade for the collective, meaning like you are receiving upgrades through your energetic field, through your body. These upgrades are almost like being automatically downloaded into you energetically. And then you are showing others a new way of being by embodying that new energy, by integrating those energetic downloads that are coming through. And I'm hearing you're the first to receive them. So it's almost like you're on this first wave, this leading edge of receivers of these upgrades that eventually take hold collectively, but they take time to take hold collectively. So you are one of the first that show the way for others. And this really brings us full circle to the beginning of this reading, because that is exactly why your life looks so different from others, because you are the first to receive the upgrades. So that feels like a powerful place to close the reading. If this message did connect with you and you want to be first to know whenever I release a new message or download on this channel, then I would love for you to subscribe and also turn on notifications so you get to be notified whenever I post new content. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself for more real-time downloads and information. You can listen to my channeled music, which is now available on most streaming platforms under my artist name, Songs by 𝗓𝗓𝗓. And my latest song, The Light in Your Room, is also linked in the description box of the video. And of course, if you want to try out my Break No Contact Subliminal to see if it helps you manifest contact from someone that you've been desiring to hear from, you can try it free when you sign up for my app. And the link to get the app is in the pinned comment underneath this video as well. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in tomorrow's video.